So, Peter, what exactly do we know?
Well, so China has been playing this game of cat and mouse with virtual private networks for many years, where for a while people use a certain VPN and it works pretty effectively to be able to get access to Facebook, Twitter, and other websites that are normally blocked. But then the Chinese government will crack down. So what we're seeing now is a much more comprehensive approach where the government is going to the three major telecom companies, all state-backed, and asking them to block all VPN services accessing the outside world for individuals. So that's a pretty big step for them to try to tighten up on the censorship around their internet and try to block people from getting outside of China and then access to these websites that they want to be blocked.
I've played that same cat and mouse game, having lived in China, having traveled to China. You use a VPN for a while, and then suddenly it stops working, and then you go on to use another VPN. So my question is, in practice, how is this actually going to be different from the status quo?
Well, I think conventional wisdom has been that China is not going to be able to keep this up, that eventually China is going to have to open up its internet. Other people are going to be able to get access, and Chinese people will be able to get access to websites outside of the country. What we're seeing now is really a serious tightening of that. As you mentioned, expats certainly do this all the time to be able to get access to Twitter or Google or Gmail or Google Maps, for that matter. You sort of need it. And it's not just expats, it's other people too who want to get access to all the information that's blocked on these websites, including the New York Times and, of course, Bloomberg.com too. So we're seeing a much more serious crackdown. The president of the country, Xi Jinping, has talked about cyber sovereignty and how he wants to maintain control over China's internet. It's a pretty radical move, and it looks like he is determined to keep that kind of control. That, of course, opens up tons of opportunities for Chinese companies, because U.S. companies and many of the most powerful American internet companies are not able to operate in the country.